good morning, happy Thursday, God bless, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be nice and quick this morning, send a vicar to a nun, and we're going to go through a few leadership techniques that myself and Michelle, the leaders over at our place, Louise, Cheryl, Darren, Simon Walton, Kelly, Gina, and all the guys really, Nathan, have embraced and just help our group really, you know. A lot of stuff. I've been very blessed to work with some brilliant leaders over the years. Terry Blackburn, Bob Scott, Richie Varks, just some brilliant people, and for that I'm really grateful. So we'll have a little crack on this morning. So it's called Stop, Collaborate and Listen, Servant Leadership. So for those who don't know, or it's the first time on the call, my name's Lee Flanagan, myself, Kelly and Michelle. We've been putting these little brick sessions on now for, it's our 5th session. The reason we put these on, we get so many requests from across the UK asking to come on our calls and just watch what we do and see if they can pick up. The reason to do that is just the success of this, the bespoke team and what they're achieving in Teesside and Newcastle. So we just play our role. We know we work for the guys, and we're just going to show you some of the things that, you know, we do to sort of like play our role within the group's story, if you like. So yeah. Right. So there you go. So we always start with a dictionary quote and what does leadership mean. So for us, we work for the guys. That's what we say. We live to serve. We're here. We want to be available. We want to be the best people we can be. We want to try and set a good example, which Michelle does more naturally than I do, I must say. But just be the best version of ourselves and just try and help the team achieve their goals, you know. So that's what we believe servant leadership is. Next one, Kel, please. So, back. Identity. 2 seconds, guys. There you go. So, when you start out in your leadership journey, you'll know now if you want to be a leader or you want to be a manager or not. You've got to sort of like look at, we're very lucky because we can look at sport, movie, business, politics. There's so much we can look at to see what type of leaders we can relate to and look for similarities and sort of like just get, you know, traits from great leaders who have succeeded and sort of like pick up their good habits and watch them and study them. And for myself, I would look at like Pep Guardiola. I was always a big Jose Mourinho fan. Tracy Neville, Bob Iger from Disney, Sir Alex Ferguson, Steve Jobs. So for me, there you probably see we're all different, right? But I look at people who are strong, old-fashioned, core values, originals. They always think outside the box. They're very stubborn, which I am. Yeah, you know, when I say I am, it's me and Michelle as a team, and our team, Luke, Cheryl, Simon, and Nathan and Kellen, and our group of guys, you know. But Daz. But you gotta look at people for traits. So for me, I'm stubborn. I want to win everything I do. We do bespoke, and these guys, I could relate to them a lot. Now you should be able to do that with a lot of people who you can relate to, and just try and pick up their good habits, right? Next one, please, Gal. So you've had a look around. You're looking at what great leaders you're seeing, who you're thinking, well, I can take a bit from him. I like the way they do it. I like that bit about their characteristic. Now you need to look at what's in your scrapbook. What does that mean? Okay, so if you remember the scrapbooks from school, if you want to be a manager, you're gonna have to open up your scrapbook and go, what's in my scrapbook? Am I ready for this challenge? Have I got enough experience, life skill? What have I achieved? Who have I mentored? Who have I brought through? Who have we brought in from non-industry and made them or helped them achieve their goals and their dreams? Who's earning more money from being with us? Have I got enough product knowledge? Have I won anything? Was I the best in my field? Pass on my information. Am I a good trainer? Can I speak? Can I communicate? Am I kind? Have I got good values? Am I at the right stage of my life to do this? You know, and if you're not, there's nothing wrong with that. Just go and fill your scrapbook up with more experience and make loads of money doing sales, because you'll make more money on sales than what you do leading. Certainly in the short to mid. There's nothing wrong with not being a leader, you know, but if you really want to do this, you've got to have a look at your scrapbook and you've got to be ready. Cut up the pieces, what you've learned, your experiences, the pains, the highs, the lows, the people you've helped. Fill your scrapbook, and am I ready? And then go for it, okay? But until your scrapbook's full, until you've got enough experience, life skills, you're of a certain age, I wouldn't encourage taking the leadership route, to be honest with you, but it's up to you. Next one, please, Carl. So, sacrifice. Now, before we start doing a plan, you've got to have a talk to yourself, your partner, your children, your family, your friends, and you need to go for a walk by yourself and just sit and have a think. If you want to be a leader and you want to be a servant leader, that's what we call ourselves, me and Michelle, right? Servant leaders. We live to serve. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to embrace sacrifice. That means if you like Netflix and you love watching the newest box sets, that part of your life's going to be over. Okay? If you like coming into work at 9 o'clock or 9:30 when you take the kids to school, and you like leaving at 2 because you like to pick them up every day, you know, we all would love that. And God bless you if you can. If you really want to lead at an elite level, you can't do that. You're going to miss out on school plays. You're going to miss out on meeting your friends for a bit of lunch or a bit of brunch. You're going to miss out on so much of life, all the fun things like gym and going for a beer. And I like to have Fridays off, mate. I like to have Mondays off, just to have a nice lie in, watch Sky Sports. That's just not available no more. If you want to be a servant leader at an elite level, you can't do that, okay? You're going to have to become available 24/7. Now, what I mean by available is you're going to have to speak to your partner and your kids and say, look, we might be watching a family movie or doing something together as a family when you've been so patient when we're all weak. And my phone goes because one of my guys doesn't know the way at Richmond, or they've got a drug problem, or they've spent all the wages on betting, or the girlfriend's left them, or whatever it may be. They just don't feel very well and they want to chat, or they need some advice about life. You've got to be available, because although it might sound trivial to you, or as we're talking right now, that's the reality of that job. That's the reality of leading. And all the leads on the call are some brilliant ones, and thank you for coming on. We'll all have their own stories about, I got this call one time, this lad asked me, what do you put a toast with, a knife or a spoon? Like, it's to that level, but you've got to be available, and you've got to be the person who can say, you know what, I'm going to give you a kick of the arse, I'm going to wipe away tears, I'll give you a cuddle, I'm going to motivate, I'll come out with you. You've got to be emotionally aware to be able to jump onto that one straight away. So sacrifice is so important, and it's a reality of leading. Once you've got that done, you're going to move on to the next stage, right? Remember the guys who come on the sales technique we did? Ask, believe, receive. And then for visualization, we did delusion, persistency, then gratitude. So it's a 3-stage process. It was easy for me to say with them. A 3-stage process, right? Same with management, same with leadership. First, it all starts out with a vision. Everything great in the world, the aeroplane, the Wright brothers, the iPhone, Steve Jobs, these meetings, Michelle, Bespoke, Terry Blackburn, it was Terry's. The Train Triangle, Simon Walton, Bespoke Health, Nathan Steele. Everything great in the world started off with an idea. Ideas and imagination are a preview of life's coming attractions. Remember we said that? It's the same thing here. So you need to have a vision about what you want. Then fast forward, put yourself on the end. The end goal for us at Bespoke, God bless, is to have 100 advisors out, overall top firm 2020. God bless, it's about to happen. I can see it now. And then you just revert back. Reverse all the way back to where you are now. Then you're just going to pick up the piece like Hansel and Gretel all the way there. Have a vision for what you want. Before you move on and really start planning out and getting to work, the middle bit's the most important, remember. You've got to have a code. Now, those who know me, like, I'm a man's man, right? I'm one of the lads. I've got a code. I'm old-fashioned. And at Bespoke, the best thing we ever did at Bespoke was get our 5 core values in place. Non-negotiable 5 core values. If you're the best person in the world, best salesperson in the world, but you don't agree with them core values, you're not for us. You're not for us, because the greater good of the group is more important than one person. If you can't fit into our 5 core values, all 5 of them, you're not for us. They are non-negotiable values. So the 5 core values, when any Bespokers want to start typing in the bottom of the screen now what the core values are, I'll start you off straight away. One of them is kindness. There's 4 more. Just type away, guys. You're more than welcome to. And as a group and as a leader, you've got to sit and think to yourself, enthusiasm, well done, Georgina. So you've got to have your 5 core values. You've got to be ready with them straight away. And you've got to be able to be honest and say, like, I'm going to live these core values. That's what I believe in, right? If you haven't got them right and you're not living them, it's false. And you can't fake being real. So your 5 core values have got to be a representation of you, of the town you're from, of the family you're from, of the area you're from, of the school you went to, of the group of people you represent, you're living to serve, right? 5 core values are non-negotiable. So you've got your vision, you've got your values, you've got your code, then you've got to start making a plan. See, every single person says all that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the time away. Every single person has a dream. Every single person has a goal. Everybody comes up with all and says, how many times Darren Ralston has heard, oh, I'll beat you next year, Daz. Of course you will. Or Terry Blackburn, watch next year, I'm going to beat Terry. I'll get more houses than Terry. Everybody wants to visualize that moment, going on stage, winning the trophy, the money hitting the bank, the fruits of winning, right? But what's the plan? What's the plan? And I can honestly say, working with Michelle Carter, I learned to plan. Then I watched people like Angela Kerr, Kelly. Kelly's one of the best I've ever seen, ever. Tony Smith at Primus and her team of Andy Moore and Vicky Jeffries and Joe Blackburn, Bob Scott. But Michelle and Cheryl and Hayley Little's great at it too. The organisation is absolutely meticulous, like off the radar. Everything's planned. We're starting to plan out now our summer ball for next year. That's what Kelly and Michelle are doing now. They know what food we'll have. They know what the starter will be, how long between the starter and the main. And that goes down to our handbook, the bespoke Bible. Every single thing is planned out, okay? Because what it does is, it's like Michelle's like her vision's like a human sat nav. And all we're doing is just following her guide because she's planning everything out for us all the time. And that's a gift from God. So vision, code, non-negotiable plan. Then I'm going to swear, get to fucking work. There's too many people on here, right? Who'll be like, yeah, well, I've got a plan. I've got a brilliant CRM. It's mainly mortgage advisors. They are full of shit. Most of them, 80% of them. Full of shit. However, there's some brilliant ones. And we're blessed to have some great ones at our place and within the Primus group, right? Get to fucking work. If your guys who you're leading are working harder than you, you're an embarrassment. You're not a leader. You sit there and delegate and you make the tea, you get the biscuits, you write that on the board. That's not, them days of leadership are done. You've got to get your hands dirty. You've got to lead from the front. You've got to set an example. Your guys are going to look at you and go, you know what, I'm going to follow that person's lead. If nothing else, they fucking work hard. And one thing I'm really proud of, you know what? I struggle, believe it or not, I struggle to give praise to myself because I'm quite fond of myself and I'm quite confident usually, but I don't like taking praise. I don't think we do as human beings. But one thing I'm really proud of me is that I added to this group of people here was hard work. And when I see Gina Healy doing 14 and 15-hour shifts and Simon Walton working after work, and I see Helen Gorman and Steve Gorman working at 12 o'clock at night putting plans on, and Hayley Liddle, who is the hardest worker in the group officially, Nathan Steele, Daz, Brad and Aaron, bang on, Francis Howie, Kelly. I just think, you know what? Might have done something right there, Lee. They've picked up and followed your lead. And that's what leading is, right? So that's it. So yeah, vision, code, plan, get to fucking work. Next one, please, Carl. So you've got to work, right? And then life happens, doesn't it? We've all got a plan. Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a plan, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the face. And he's right. Life will do that to you. COVID, girlfriend leaving, your boyfriend cheating, bill that he didn't expect, cancellations, clawbacks, a client taking the book of business, whatever happens in life, right? You're getting ill. It happens. It's about the 90-10 rule. So the 90-10 rule is 90% what happens to you, 10% how you adapt. Accept, adapt, and embrace. Now, you're going to have to be quick. You're going to have to be really quick and slick at accepting, adapting, and embracing things. Otherwise, you'd still wear flares, wouldn't you? Because you haven't accepted and adapted change. You'd still have a little Nokia 8210. You'd still be watching VHS and Betamax. You've got to accept, adapt, embrace, and get on with it. Simple as that. Now, people who are great at accepting things and moving on, well, women are. Women are brilliant. Females are brilliant at accepting things and just moving on, getting on with shit. I think they're just more realist. You know, they're more realistic than men. I think if you look at Alex Ferguson, he molded and changed in his own vision of his own strong core values, non-negotiable. Generation, about 5 or 6 different generations of teams that won everything. Amazing. You look at music, Madonna, like, whether you like her music or not, irrelevant, but look at like how she's adapted throughout the years from Betamax to cassette to CD to streaming, from magazines and adverts to social media. Her style, the amount of hair, she's just adapted throughout the years, like a chameleon. You've got to adapt or die. It's as simple as that. You've got to. Bob Iger. If you don't know about Bob Iger, Robert Iger, he took over Disney. He's the man who breathed life into Mickey Mouse. He changed that. Disney were done. He come and he bought Fox. He bought Pixar. He bought Star Wars. He rejuvenated Disney altogether. But he did it all on strong core values. Non-negotiable. But you've got to learn to adapt. That's it. Next one, please, Kel. I hope this is okay, guys. These are just things that we do at all, and I hope you can take something from that. I think you can. So you've got to go and create a safe environment, right? How do you create a safe environment? You know, as human beings, we all want to be safe. That's why we get home and we put our blanket on and sit on the sofa. That's why our kids have little nights and dummies. We all want to be nice and safe in the environment. So how do you do that? Break up the squad you've got. Your elite people, we at Bespoke Teesside, we've got 3 different teams. We've got Club Elite, we've got an Anchor Club, then we've got the Development Club. A development person being in the club with like a Carla or a Darren or a Cy Walton or a Haley or a Sarah Coleman. Like so Haley and Brad, the best in the UK right now, officially on the league tables. I don't want to hear anything else. They are. That other one's not. I know he's not. Them 2 officially the top. Carla's been top. Nate's been top. Sarah's been top. Right? You can't bring a new starter and put them there because they'll feel overawed. It's not safe for them. So put them in with people who are like minded of a similar level, similar experience. Make them feel safe. Remember them the fish that grows to the tank. Then move them to the next tank, and that's it. How else do you create a safe environment? Well, you've got to have, we call it influencers, right? So you think about Jesus and his disciples. Sir Alex Ferguson brought the kids through the youth teams. Remember? King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. You've got to have people who share and buy into your dream and your vision. So with us, if you look at like the original OGs of Bespoke, Simon Duffy, Ledge, my sister Louise, Michelle the Boss, Daz, Nath, George Galloway, Cy Walton. People come in and they're like, that's not acceptable for us here. You don't behave like that. You don't accept that. You can't wear trainers in our office. Fit in or fuck off, that's it. That's the standard being at Bespoke, because we're the champions of the UK overall. And nothing else will do. Nothing else will do. Little bricks build big castles, good and bad. Good and bad, right? So what you do is you listen to the crew. So we've got Sam and Helen, our works counsellors. They come to me and they fucking grill me, Michelle. We want this, we want that, we want this, we want that. But it's our job to listen because we work for them, right? Create a safe environment. You know, look at how Louise, Kelly, Cheryl, Mortgage Boss. You've got to listen to what the group are telling you. They're always right. The public are always right. Your team are always right. Listen to what they've got to say to you. Create a safe environment where people can express themselves and they've got freedom. Create a culture through your 5 core values. It then becomes part of your DNA and your fabric. Then anybody else comes in, they're not living that way. You're not for us. And you know what happens if you manage the influencers? They influence the group for you. They influence the group for you, because I see it now when people come in, people say, he can't behave like that in our group. We've worked too hard for him to come in and fuck up and disrespect us. That's not living our 5 core values. He's not one of us. And they move on. So manage your influencers, create a safe environment, then they'll influence the group for you. That's it. That's what really great groups do. And if you think about like The Last Dance, Phil Jackson, great manager, great leader. But Michael Jackson, Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman ran that dressing room. Manage your influencers, they'll influence the group for you. That comes off your core values, right? Next one, please, Carl. How do you get your core values going? So before you get this next one is, so treat people or teach them so well that they can actually leave, but treat them so well that they want to stay with you forever. The money bit's easy. We'll work the money out. We're going to get more money that we can all spend. But teach them so well that they think they can go out and leave. And some will. Good luck. And then treat them so well so they'll stay. The ones who stay, the loyal ones who stay, the untold riches that are coming are unparalleled. Look at the scores. Look at what you're achieving. How do you do that? You instill kindness, empathy, humility. Do you know what you need to do? You need to care. How many leaders on here buy the kids of the families they work for selection boxes, or ask how the kids are, or buy them little gifts, or ask like, see, I'm closer to Helen and Steve's kids, or Sambo's kids. Like, they mean something to me. They mean something to me. I've asked these people to follow me in a battle to take on London. So isn't it only right and decent of me to ask how the children are? Care. You've got to care. You've got to love people. You've got to really appreciate what they're giving you. Does that make sense? So your key characteristics and traits. Know what your key characteristics and traits are. So for me, it would be being stubborn. I think you've got to make people believe that they're capable of achieving things they never thought they could achieve. They never thought they could achieve. Louise calls it the Lee effect. That's all right. So you want to make people think they can achieve things they never thought was possible. So you look at what this group of people at Teesside are doing right now. It's amazing. Haley Little 2 years ago was doing £300 a month. She does £2 grand a month now. She's been whooping Oliver Jordan's ass badly whooping it. Brad Rathbone, Asda Warehouse a year ago. Simon Walton selling cars. Bespoke Newcastle did £3 grand in March. Congratulations, just done 10 grand a month, led by a cultural architect of that group, Alan, who's got a really big charity thing going at the moment. Everyone follow Alan on Facebook, watch what he's doing, it's amazing. But you've got to really have strong characteristics, stubbornness, loyalty, faithfulness, your 5 core values, belief. You know, like sitting there with London and all that, you've got to take these people on. You can't be scared of them. Go and beat them bad. Key characteristics and traits of winners. Study them and instill them in your group. Next one, please, Callum. So results, right? Remember I said before about on sales, speed kills. It does. It kills. You'll get so much result off it because people haven't got time to dawdle no more. You're dealing with the most educated marketplace in the world, right? So it's the same for management. You think about football managers, now they get sacked after about 6 or 7 months because people want results now. People go on a diet and straight away, like one day I've eaten lettuce and I'm lifting my top up in the gym going, fucking hell, look, that's it. We just do, don't we? Want everything now. It's like a supermarket mentality. Remember I told you, no one goes to the bakers, the butchers, the fishmongers, to Blockbuster no more. They just go online and get it all dropped off at the door. We all want results straight away. It's the same with leadership. So I'm going to put a challenge out there now, right? Too many people, too many fake gurus, fake ass, lame gurus are online, right? Come and follow me. Watch what I'm doing. You should be doing this. What about that? I put a call out a few months ago to the know I'm talking to as well. I'm happy to name them too. Where's your results? Post your results online. You're charging people money to come and follow you. What have you done? Never buy a cookbook of someone who's never baked before. What have you done? These gurus, what have they won? Where are they? So your promise, it's the highest level of competition you can get. The highest level of competition you get in financial services. So those people who were in Primus who were putting guru shit out and mentorship, your scores go every Sunday. It is what it is. It's a results business. So you've got to deliver results. Your team are looking at you going, what has he won? Who have they took or helped take from non-industry and made them into a 100 grand a year person? What skills are they giving us? What does the business look like compared to a year ago? Are they progressing? Are they getting better at what they do? Are they changing? Are they evolving? Are they adapting? What results are they getting? It's a results business, and you've got to deliver for your team because they're looking at you now. And if you're not looking at your manager or your leader saying, what are they giving us? Have they won nothing? What national titles have won? Was he good at what he did? Is she really good? Can they do that? What's their scrapbook look like? Remember the scrapbook? What's the scrapbook like of winners they've created or helped create? So look at Anthony High. He's changing the town. God bless the High family right now. My extended family going through hell, but he's still at work every day leading the town. He's amazing. Daz Rolson's completely transforming the protection team. Great leadership. What a fantastic man. What a fantastic man. Simon Walton leading the new team with his training triangle. He's phenomenal. My sister with the admin team. Gina Healy is a true leader. A leader. Look at Terry Blackburn, what he's doing in Newcastle. One of the best leaders I've ever seen. 10 grand in a month. God bless. Smash that ceiling through. The man's an icon. He's one of the best of all time. I've got a record saying that, Bob Scott's one of the best leaders I've ever worked for. Amazing. Nathan Steele, he'll surpass all of us. There's no two ways about him and Sophie. He'll be the GOAT. And the best leader I've ever worked with would be Michelle, without a shadow of a doubt. Why is Michelle great at leading? I got asked this the other day. She makes me feel like I don't want to let her down. She makes me want to be a better person. She makes me believe that I can do things that I never thought was possible. Michelle says to me, I wish you could see what I see, and walks off and I'm thinking, she's just brain fucked me there. I'm like, what does she mean? Give me a fucking kind of energy. I want to take these people on. I want to march down to London, look these people dead in the eye and take them on. Because she makes me believe I can do that. And I don't want to let her down because the standards are so high, because I see what she's getting. She's leading from the front, right? Here's one for you. 4 years in the game, Michelle. She's never even sold a GI plan. And she took over the full financial service game in 4 years. That says a lot about this group of people here. That says a lot about Helen Gorman, Steve Gorman, Kelly Bird, Haley Little, Angie Kerr, Jordan Galloway, Simon Walton, Jodie Brunskill, Sam Kerwin. They're real people, right? Aaron, Brad, George Smith, Jack Ryan. So get your 5 core values, recruit people who share your values, and watch it multiply and grow. So next page, please, Cal. So you've got your results, you're winning stuff. The next thing's really important. The big change about Bespoke was a place called the TP Cafe. My mate Cheryl come and watch me. And our Louise did as well. She was watching. She didn't work here then either. And it was like a little, me and Michelle had a little vision over our own head, and we said, wow, we have like a little awards too. So we got a Greasy Spoon Cafe over the border in Middlesbrough. It was the roughest burnt toast, seriously. I had little cheese sticks with hot dogs on, Prosecco. We had our admin at the time, Erin, I think she was called, God bless her. She was pressing stop start, and when the music was coming on and off, the people coming in, people were eating fries in the background, there was people cooking. But in our mind, we were at the town hall. In our mind, we were at the box winning overall top firm. God bless. You visualize things. Remember, you've got to be a bit delusional where you think, and then you got persistence, and then you be grateful. So in our mind, the 3 stages all linked this, you know. All the sessions we do, the little bricks, they're all linked together. Bricks aren't, that's how we build big walls and castles. But in our mind, we were already having the town hall ball. Last year when Angie won Kindness Award after what she went through in November, God bless her and the family, it was amazing. Christine Wilton's not with us no more. She won Best Admin. She's 25 years in the game. She'd never been given a bag of crisps. She went on stage for a winners video, red carpet. It's like an Oscars. But you know what? If you don't have a budget, don't worry about that. Kelly told me this yesterday. We don't. Was it you who said this to me? But you don't have to have a big budget to buy a ball. Give them a certificate. Put a post on social media. That person's been the best person in the group this month. Well done. Give them a cuddle. Say congrats. You know the best 2 phrases ever. Alex Ferguson's book. Thank you and well done. How many times do you say that a day? Get used to saying it a lot. Self-talk's important, right? Tell your team thank you. Tell them well done. Make them feel special. Treat them like superstars. You never know. You might get a superstar out of it. You might get a superstar out of it. So give some recognition out. So that's it for the leadership session. I'm sorry for the getting used to the old new teeth, but there you go. Kelly's going to jump in now. I want to say thank you to you, Kelly. Michelle's away on holiday. She's still logged in next to the pool. Thank you so much for these sessions you put on. You've been remarkable this year. She's not even done 12 months in the game, and what she's done has been amazing, so thank you. I want to say thank you to all the Bespokers and all my team, the leadership team, Daz, Cheryl, Louise, Jean and Nathan, Simon Walton, and Shez, you're just phenomenal, and I'm so grateful to have you around me. Thank you so much. I'm truly blessed. And Terry up in Newcastle with Richie Walt. Thanks. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And yeah, God bless. Thank you so much for jumping on this morning. I hope you learned something. I enjoyed it. It was really good fun. I want to wish everyone a great Thursday. Kel, we've got some announcements you want to put out there?
Yeah, so what we really appreciate, obviously, we put these sessions on free of charge. If you can promote them on socials, we want to know what are your core values and what are your non-negotiables. If you use the hashtag leading leaders, bespoke and little bricks, that would be much appreciated. And also tonight we have something very different going on. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month this month, and it's something we're really passionate on. We really want to promote the awareness and help raise some money. So we are doing a call tonight at 6 p.m. over Zoom. If anyone wants the link, please drop me a message, LinkedIn, Facebook, email, phone, whatever you want. And it's open to everyone to join the call. Learn how to check yourself, raise some awareness, and hopefully we'll raise some funds as well for breast cancer now,
100%.
who are joining us on the call along with Heidi. There was an amazing motivational speaker and survivor.
Guys, very quickly, thanks Kelly, I appreciate it. I'm jumping on that call, that'd be brilliant. Thanks for organising, Kelly, I'm very grateful. Guys, listen, social media, right? Jump on social media now after this call and put one of your 5 core values out there. Talk about the 3 C's, share the core values. Listen, just put them out there. We don't own them. Hashtag, why is respect important to you? Lead yourself, put a post on social, tag people in, put it on LinkedIn and Facebook, get it out there for the world to see. The next 5 minutes after this meeting, the most important of your day, go and make your list, put a social media post out, get to work, lead yourself, right? Thank you for everyone being on the call. God bless. I'm so grateful to God for all the gifts and the grace He's given us. I'm so grateful to be from Teesside and be a bespoker. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I can't tell you, I'm totally blown away with everything and all the support. It means a lot to me, but Get something on social now. Each and every one of you tag us in. We'll share it. God bless. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Thanks, guys.